Good morning, Geek Dre Nation.
I'm Drake the True Snake.
I'm Cain Martin.
And I just woke up. Morning.
Good morning, Cake Drain Nation, and welcome to another episode of I Just Woke Up. I hope you're excited. I'm really excited. We got some good feedback from yesterday's episode about the idea of doing video game commentary here on the show once a week. So I will hopefully get that video up for you guys tomorrow or Thursday. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll cross our fingers for tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun. But you know what day it is. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And that means it's time for a top 10 list. Let's get it on. Top 10 Tuesday. Yeah. Yesterday, we talked about high fantasy films. And today, we're going to talk about another risky subgenre of film, video game adaptations. That's right. Today's top 10 list is a top 10 video games that I think would make awesome movies. Let's get it started. Number 10. Rage. Now, this game came out in 2011, and it is sort of like Fallout. Have you ever played Fallout? It's a role-playing shooter made by the same people who made Doom. Now, while Doom didn't get a very great film adaptation, I think Rage would make a really cool movie because it was inspired by movies. It would be a more fantastical and a little bit more science fiction, crazy, post-apocalyptic adventure, because the apocalypse happens because of meteors, and there's a strange element that comes from these meteorites, and there's a government organization that's trying to get it all, and there's crazy mutant things and a lot of bandit people, and so it would be like a much bigger, more epic, and more science fictional Mad Max type of movie. Number 9. Infamous. Infamous is a Sony game series about these people called conduits who are able to use strange powers. And I really liked the series because it reminded me kind of X-Men, how these conduits are treated. Especially the newest game, Second Son, the conduits are treated kind of like how mutants are in the X-Men movies. And I think that it would make a really fun, kind of superhero-ish movie. And you'd have people on all ends of the spectrum, you know, good humans, good conduits, bad conduits. And you would follow the main character as he is, you know, trying to fight the bad guys, the oppressive government that's just trying to take over everybody and just annihilate all the conduits and use their powers for evil and stuff like that. And while he's battling the moral decision, because people are afraid of conduits and they think that all conduits are bad, but they're not all bad. So I think it would make for a really fun movie. Number 8. Resistance. Now this is a game series for PlayStation 3 about aliens that attack during World War II, and I think this is a really awesome idea because it's like alternate universe thing, and I really think that's awesome. I love alternate universe ideas, and I think that it would make an awesome movie because you would start out the movie thinking that it was like, oh, this gritty World War II thriller movie, and then freaking aliens come down and just destroy everything, and then the people have to use like this older technology to fight these really high-tech advanced aliens. And I think it would be awesome. Come on, it's awesome. Number 7. Fallout. Now, fans of the Fallout games, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This would be a fantastic movie because, like Rage, it's very inspired by movies. Fallout is very inspired by the old movie / book, A Dog and His Boy. And I think that the cool retro futurism of Fallout, the sort of diesel punk art style of the game series would make a really, really visually awesome movie, and I think that it would just be fan-freaking-tastic. It would be less of an all-out action movie like Rage and more of like an epic adventure through this wasteland, and you can meet some crazy cool characters along the way, and I think it would be a big nostalgia bomb and really awesome. So yeah, Fallout movie. Come on, people. Number 6, Jak and Daxter. The very first game. I think the first game would make probably the most interesting and cool movie out of the series because it was more of a fantasy thing and less of a kind of weird shoot 'em up action thing, but because the world was just so fun and interesting, I think it would make a cool kids epic fantasy type of movie when you follow Jak and Daxter throughout this crazy world, and it'd probably be like a CG, movie, but I think it would be a lot of fun. Number 5, kind of like Jak and Daxter, it would appeal maybe more to a younger audience, but a Legend of Zelda movie. How awesome would that be? It would just be this really epic movie. You get to see Hyrule in like actual real worldness. I think that it would probably be animated like a CG animated movie, but I think it would be a lot of fun, really interesting, and really, really difficult though to make a good movie with a main character that doesn't talk. So yeah, Legend of Zelda movie. What do you think? Number 4, another animated kids movie, Spyro. This one would be my favorite out of the 3 animateds because I love Spyro. Grew up with Spyro and I love dragons. This would be like How to Train Your Dragon, but maybe a little bit more gritty because Spyro's got some attitude. But you'd meet all these awesome characters along the way, like Hunter, and it would be a lot of fun, I think. It'd be really interesting to see all of the dragon world and go through these adventures in all of the different worlds through the portals and stuff, and all these different unique worlds in the Spyro universe, and but not like Skylanders. Forget Skylanders. Let's just pretend like the Skylanders never happened. Go back to the old Spyro games. Make a movie based off of those. Number 3. Now this would probably be one of the most epic out of the whole list. An Elder Scrolls movie. Now, this would be an instance where you wouldn't really necessarily make a direct adaptation. There are two main types of video game adaptations. You have direct adaptations where they take the plot of a specific game and they make a movie based off of that. And then there's games that are more, or adaptations that are more broad, where they take and they make their own story set in that universe. And this would be a case of the second. It would be a story set in that universe. Although there are some of the games that might make a cool movie. Skyrim would probably make a really cool movie. Oblivion would probably make a really cool movie. And but I think any movie set in the Elder Scrolls universe would just be awesome because the universe is so detailed and so intricate. You could make a ton of freaking movies out of the Elder Scrolls universe, and they would always be awesome. So get on it, people. Number 2, this is probably one of my faves. It's another fantasy one, The Witcher. I love the books, love the games. I think that The Witcher, Geralt, is a really awesome character and would just be fascinating to see a movie about him. And I think it would even make a great show because, following him on his monster hunting adventures, and then the bigger adventures would be like the movies, where he gets caught up in these wars and big escapades, kind of like the games are. And I think it would be really awesome. And of course, difficult to make though because The Witcher appeals to an older audience. Number 1, the final, man. This is going to be a nostalgia bomb for a lot of people. Primal Rage. You remember Primal Rage, old arcade game? It was a ton of fun. I think they released it for the 64 also back in the day, but Primal Rage, it's like a fighting game where you play as these giant monsters that are like basically the gods of these people, and most of they're like dinosaurs and King Kong, giant ape type people, and very inspired by that. And I think it would make a really awesome movie, kind of like a King Kong movie, mixed with a Godzilla kaiju type movie where these people maybe go to this remote island and they find this civilization of people that worship these giant monsters that fight each other. And I think that would be really, really awesome. So it's such a fun game, probably one of my favorite fighting games of all time. But yeah, so that's our list. Let us know in the comments what you think about that list and any video games that you would like to see being adapted. And in a minute I'll put up a list of video games that are being adapted currently, something to look forward to in the future. Things like the World of Warcraft movie that I mentioned before, and a lot of others. So yeah, check it out. Alright guys, well that's all we got for you today. Remember, look out tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, and possibly Thursday, our first, well, not our very first, but another Cake Games episode, and hopefully it will be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to leave feedback on all of our videos, tweet us, comment on the video, like, share it to your friends, and remember go check out Derek W148, check out his channel, and remember to get caught up on Wrestling Talk, because the new season is coming up in the new year, and we're super excited about that and all the things that Cake Train's got planned. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow guys. Peace out, and remember, Bruce!
My butler's gone, he went away.